All right, welcome guys. Let's see what we got for this week. The USD CAD. Let's see weekly. What I first see is a divergence. Okay, we saw there a divergence, and we saw right now a divergence. Okay, it was a continuation, and we see the same pattern forming, and I think the price will stop next week. Let's see on smaller time frames. Okay, on smaller time frames, on 3 days, we don't get it. On 2 days, not even. It's bearish. On daily, we got a bit of structural divergence and a nice zone on the wavy zone and the flexib. Maybe here a small divergence. It depends how the market opens actually, but mostly focusing on the weekly charts right now, because I think they're gonna pull back the market. Don't know why, but what I see telling me that they have to pull back the market actually. See on monthly, on a bigger time frame, and I think this is why, because of monthly. All right, we get a bearish momentum, of maybe a start of a bearish momentum, but we are in green on REMA. We are above the zero line. So for long term, we have to cross the zero line to go down, but I don't think this is the point when we are going down. All right, here is the previous low, and how the volume moved. Even 2 days left of the month, of course. So see those monthly charts. Actually, here was the target zone. The first target zone was reached 2 months ago when we started with the zooms. Here was a second, but I don't think this area is about to reach. Okay, so I want to see the strength in the dollar. Let's see the sentiment, how it changed. So it's 73.27. As you know, when I first show it, it was like 85.15. So there is less shorters in the market, a bit for sure, but we're still in loose. So they're holding it, but I don't like that they're holding it actually, but still I want to see that stronger dollar, because I don't want to trade against the momentum, but I see the potential in the turning in this momentum. Audi NZD, yeah, still the same actually. If we cross this point, I think this trend line will not hold. Maybe the zone. Well, but first let's see the touch, and if the price ignores this area, then we will looking for kind of like an M pattern, a harmonic pattern, the biggest one. Even first, let's see this point of the market. Okay, this is what I want to see. But as you see on the VV plus, we are heading to the zero line. There is a possible cross on the RIMA. On monthly basis, we are still bearish, but those that's a strong rejection. Okay, and even if the price gets higher and maybe through, then there will be a divergence. And I'm seeing it from here on because the previous point was on a high point actually. So with those volatile markets, I will expect that. And um, as you see here, here is a lower point in the market. So if the price gets up in the next coming weeks, there will be a divergence. And take my word, guys, because this will be also something huge. The Euro GPB on weekly, nothing changed actually. You see my target points. There was a slow movement right there. But as you see on the daily, I draw it here a divergence, and there is now a convergence bounced from the REMA, and I want to see the price falling down actually, as they did last week. And this is also the next move what I'm expecting. Okay, first zone. If the zone breaks, then previous point. It's not that beautiful, but this is the previous second point. Okay. I have to correct it. Yep. So between the two zones. That's about Euro GPV. And the Euro weakness shows also the dollar strength, because when the Euro got weakness, most of the time the dollar gets strength. Okay, most of the time. Because why I'm saying that, because right now the coloration in the market is not the best, because we're seeing a lot of things like I don't know, the XY go down, the gold goes up, go momentums, or just see the CFDs how they moving. I saw a fall of almost 1,000 points on the US 30 Y. Uh, on the Nasdaq, there was a different story, and the DAX was the same thing. So yeah, not seeing for those colorations, just focus on the charts. Actually, Euro CHF, this was my target zone, but how it looks like it's about to make a convergence and to go down. There is still a bullish momentum on weekly. Let's see on monthly. Yeah, something just started. It was the biggest divergence as well, but here is also a divergence which you can't ignore, and it's going down. So this is the previous point on the destroyer. Okay, this is the previous point on the destroyer. This has to break to make a convergence, and I don't think that this point is about to break. Okay, so we see already a divergence. We need to form it, but I don't think this is about to break. Okay, okay, monthly there is space enough actually to move, but still, if you see a weekly basis, this will be the end of this move. Let's see on daily, and this is the convergence what I'm talking about, which is also a small one. What we saw in the bigger picture is almost the same thing what I'm expecting from ID and CD. Okay, XABCD patterns. Right, You see also on the RIMA, there's almost a cross between the two, and we got the bearish momentum. So this is looking good for me. Okay. Also, a sign for the euro weakness. The DXY, the area is holding. Actually, it's time to delete those rows. What do we see on the REMA? There was a divergence, a structural divergence, which we saw from last week's on the VV Plus. We went one more movement that we don't see divergence in the structure, but we see the structural divergence, okay, which made a convergence, but we are on the overbought zone on daily, okay, also a good zone on the DXY. So also break retest, you see this after the break point, fall down the first high, what we got, and then here was the first touch, here is the second touch, couldn't draw a trend line like here, so let's see on weekly basis. On weekly basis, we are also on an oversold zone, okay, and maybe it's time to turn on the REMA. It can happen fast because you saw that news, what we got for next week, a lot. The highest news actually with interest rate, NFP, etc. And also CPY on the euro, which could also make a movement on the dollar. The month is a different thing. The month is about to close in 2 days, right? But this is moving up. Could this also break of the resistance, retest on the resistance, because as you see how the flexible react on the market is, it's not going down, it's going up, making a shorter plays for the retracement, and then the price have to go up. Okay, there is right now a bearish momentum, but we are above the zero line on a monthly basis, and that's what we saw also on the USD CAD. Okay, so think forward, guys, on weekly and daily. We just got the cross. Okay, so there is a beautiful zone, and also if you see the structure, if you see here the structure, the price goes down, but also there is not a big momentum on the red side, on the bear side, because if you see here's a bigger momentum, here is a bigger momentum, here kinda, but what you see, there is more, we see more green, actually we see more green momentum, so the price actually wants to break out, but I still think there is too many shorters in the market, and the shorters need to get out or some way. As you see, there is less and less shorters from 2 weeks ago and the previous week as well, but it's still more and still more, because when the price falls something like this, and also see on the lots, it's like 12,600 lots in the short positions and 4,500 lots in long positions, but at an average they are in 175 pips in minutes. Okay, so maybe, but just maybe, there is possible that we see something like a spike down, or I don't know, something to hunt those positions, okay? And then the price has to go up. What I see on daily, which is not a good sign, that the DXY getting down. Um, yeah, that's not a good sign, okay? Not a good sign. On weekly, the fib 38, I got the cross from last week. It does this small candle. So yeah, pretty interesting. Let's see on smaller time frames. The XY. Oh, okay, there is a green momentum above the zero line. That's that's good. That's good. I want to see what Monday is about to happen, and Thursday before the interest rate decision, because if this week starts like super bearish and by end of the week they pull it back, that's something typical. Okay, on the dollar, that's something typical. And on the other side, if you see what we see right now, that's something what I told about years ago when were looking to the crypto market. Okay, so you see the previous point where it started. Here was a cross. Here was also one more cross, but here was definitely a cross when the price started to go up. And what you see, the price goes down, but it's only to make some place for the next move up. Okay, because if you see like the structure, like the structure, okay, it's the bigger picture behind. So even when we got now the bearish period, it won't last long actually, because if you see the previous points where the market was and where yeah where the market went, there's a huge difference. Okay. Um Kind of like the same thing. Okay, this was chaotic. What here happened with the market? Okay. That was oof, years and years just passing by, and one time we saw the corona and it went up and then went down. So yeah, that's a different story right now, but I won't start it. But I think it was played. Okay. And what we see, there was a big fall. Here also we saw the momentum goes up and the structural divergence kicked in after years actually. But as you see how the volume reacted on those markets, I expecting something same right here. Okay. And of course the daily. The AXY, the Japanese yen structural divergence. The first thing what I see, the zone was reached. I don't see divergence. Oh yes, I see divergence, but it's in the opposite side, and we are still above the zero line. But there is a controversial. Okay, maybe one more up and then down. Would like to see that one more up move and then let's go down, because there is a divergence. Okay, the AXY, I draw this, there is a structural divergence, a bearish momentum. What we see on the REMA, how it's reacting on the market, made a higher high, but you see on the REMA it goes down actually. So there will be CPY, there will be also a lot of news for the euro, and that is what I want to see from the euro actually. Oh, nice close. We got the sell signal, and here also divergence on the top. So I think the 61 will hold. Okay. See the monthly. Oh, and this is looking beautiful. On 38. Because I don't see divergence. There was a point, but there is no divergence. What I see on the RIMA is a cross, which I don't like. But if in the next month actually price goes down, this will be kind of like a reaction and rejection, sorry. And also on the VU plus, we are still under the zero line, so it will bounce one more time. Okay. The first thing what I want to see. Same as the DXY, but in the opposite side. The DXY made the retest, and let's see if we can break the neckline. But right now, what I see, as you know, guys, I'm looking for the candle body and not the wick, and right now there is divergence. There is a bullish momentum, but if the price falls down the next week, then this will be a strong divergence. Okay, then we have to see a reversal move in the market. But first thing first, there is a buy signal, there is a green momentum right now. So if this breaks out and the volume goes up, then this will be a convergence and nothing to worry about. And then we will reach the target zone as well. It was, I won't say the same situation, but there was also a stronger reversal starting actually. From daily, there is also a structural divergence. It was a bit, it's not that beautiful, but we are still above the zero line in a red momentum. Won't trade on it actually. I'm focusing most of the GBP and the USD for next weeks. The AXY also almost the same, but still there is a structural divergence on daily. But green momentum, we reached the target zone. There is a similar pattern what we saw on the DXY, but it's already broken. So we see right here a convergence, and this is going up. I think this will be the next level for the AXY. This just looking way too bullish here as well. There is still some place, but the flex sweep is going down, which is also interesting in this case. But I want to see first touching the second zone actually. Then the SXY. Let's see a monthly. That was biggest candle, which got reacted. And one more time. We don't see divergence. There is a bullish momentum, and we just crossed the VV plus, the zero line, and also on the REMA, which will mean on what we saw on Euro CHF, that the CHF is about to dominate it. There is a huge volume on the VV plus. There is right now a sell signal. I think this will. There is a structural divergence, but I don't think this will go down. I think this will go up. So it looks like here was a previous point actually. Here was a previous point, and as you see how the volume reacting on that. Even if the price goes down in the next coming days, it will mean that this goes lower point and this is on a higher point. So that's something we call divergence, of course. The SXY. Then the BXY. The target was reached on the VV plus. Something similar like the ZXY. Okay. If the price falls down, which I don't think it will, but let's say, then this will create a divergence. There is a possibility for creating a divergence. Okay, on smaller time frames, we got already the destroyer turning red and also a structural divergence on the RIMA and also a structural divergence on the VV plus, which would mean this is about to get weaker. But don't forget, guys, there's also interest rate decisions on the GBP, which can turn a game very fast. And the VV plus is still above the zero line. All right. Maybe a pullback, but I want to see this long term going up. Let's see monthly. And that's also why there is place to go up. Okay, there is a momentum. There is a buy signal on the destroyer, and there will be a cross next month, in my opinion. See, bye bye, David. The XY. There is a divergence forming here as well. And we just crossed the VV plus, so this will be easy form a convergence. It was also convergence, and wouldn't surprise us this forming also a convergence, which is not so good for the USD CAD, but as regional pair is a good sign. But most likely, I think the Canadian dollar will also get stronger on a monthly basis. Yes, we got the buy signal. There is a green momentum right now, and the cross is far away. but here we see the clear cross actually and the clear momentum, which is broke the zero line on daily basis. I think this will also continue to go up, kind of something like this. What here happens? Retest and then bam. Okay, and then the South USD, which I was starting here. So I think this is the one of the most clear charts and most beautiful signals right there. That's a big divergence, and there is a red momentum. There is a cross on the REMA on the daily basis. So yeah, this is confirming what we saw on the DXY, in my opinion. And let's see the BTC, VTC, the holochain, and the Chronos, the CRO, the BTC. We are heading to an interesting zone, and I saw here a divergence as well for the continuation actually. And as you see on the REMA, it was about to cross, but it bounced. It bounced. So, which is interesting because the next stop will be something like this, but it's far away. How I think there is possible for a pump, but I still want to see the price come back to this area. It's like, 2 years ago, something like that, and the price went up and then the price went down. So yeah, first is the zone. If the zone breaks, there is no stop. Maybe on weekly basis we can target more efficient. Like the first is 38, then 61, and 61 is about 35,000. Okay, will be 61. And then I want to see the price goes down. When the market price goes up, the people gonna get euphoria, like hey, it's time to buy, and that's exact point when the market is about to crash. One thing is clear, guys. It was the last years where in the financial sector, as you see what's happened to the most of of the stock prices, and what happened also on the crypto, there is not right timing yet. There will be a bump, in my opinion, but it's not the long term what we are searching for. Ugly. Right. So first, see what the price is here, and let's see what the price, if the price goes to that point. Let's see what will happen. Okay, then VTC, I showed this one last week in the chat. I think this will be also interesting. The price is trapped between the two zones, but here is my first target, actually, at $1. and if it hits, it's like 500%. Okay, we've seen similar patterns here as well, XRBCD. So this is the point where I want to see the price, right? The whole chain was my first biggest crypto project, the hollow chain. We crossed the zero line on the weekly, and this will also get a bump, my opinion, at least to this point, but there is no higher point of the whole chain. So what you see right here is on the BTC. Okay, this was something extreme, but first then down, and first then down, and there is something, a way bigger move waiting for the holochain as well. The Chronos, there is a divergence right now, but a structural divergence as well. We cross in, and if this gets a bump before this, then the price will make also crazy moves. And as you know, CRO is the token of the crypto.com. And what crypto.com did in the last years is promoting himself, promoting in the Formula One, UFC, etc., Aston Martin, and the kind of big, big tech. Um, they just get in the every days of people. Okay, the crypto.com. You can see the logo everywhere when you see a sport event or whatever. Okay, and what I'm looking for the CRO is because of this, the BNB, the Binance coin. As you see, what the BNB did as a token is just crazy, because it went from like $1 to 700, 800, and I think the same thing will happen to Kronos as well. Not right now, but it will definitely skyrocket, in my opinion, because they are one of the firms in the crypto, which is yeah, they are like a starting. You have to think like a starting company, which is first do some marketing to grow, and years later is exploding, and that's what I'm waiting for, the CRO exploding, and literally exploding. I don't know where it will be stopped, or if there will be a stop, but there is a huge potential in it, and it's only 80 cents right now. No, 8 cents, sorry. 8 fucking cents. So yeah, that's my point. Thank you guys for your attention. Stop recording. Bye bye.